Let's make an easy no-bake cheesecake today. First, I need to line my pan with some aluminum foil. This is going to help me get the cheesecake out of the pan. You want to press it down on all sides and make sure it's as flat as you can get it. Then you're going to spray it with some nonstick spray so the cheesecake releases from the pan. Now for our crust. We're going to use some graham crackers, but you can use any crunchy cookie. Take the air out of the bag and use the flat side of a meat mallet to create crumbs. You want to crush these graham crackers until they're a fine powder. You're going to combine your crumbs that you just created along with some melted butter, maybe some cinnamon and some sugar. Mix those up. Pour that into the bottom of your prepared pan and press it down firmly. You can start by pressing it with a rubber scraper, but you're probably going to want to switch to your hands. If you don't press this down firmly enough, the cheesecake will fall apart. Next, we're going to make our filling. Before you use an electric mixer, you need to use the attachments and plug them in first. Then you're going to plug in the mixer. First, you're going to add some cream cheese. Now's a good time to add some vanilla, some powdered sugar, and the zest of any citrus that you like. Use a microplane and grate off just the outer layer of the citrus. If you go too far, it will become bitter. Now we're going to mix it with an electric mixer to break it up and to make sure the mixture is smooth. You're going to need to mix this for several rounds, scraping in between each round of mixing. You want to add air to your cheesecake, but also get rid of any lumps. When you scrape the bowl, make sure you're very thorough and get underneath the cheesecake mixture to avoid having any clumps of cream cheese. Once that looks fluffy, you're going to add heavy cream in 4 additions. Add a little bit at a time and whisk it with the mixer after each addition. I would also recommend scraping it after each addition as well to make sure your cheesecake is super smooth when it's done. Once your cheesecake mixture is light and fluffy, you can add it to the prepared crust. Scoop all of it out of the bowl and level it off as best you can. Remember, this isn't baking, so whatever it looks like going into the pan is what it's going to look like when you go to serve it. So make it as flat as possible. Next, you're going to cover it with a lid or some foil and refrigerate it for at least 8 hours, but you can refrigerate it for a few days. When you're ready to serve it, you're going to unmold the cheesecake. Take the foil off the top and lift it up from the remaining foil on the sides of the pan. Peel the foil away from the cheesecake. You can cut it on top of the foil if you're scared to break it, but you can give it a try and remove the foil from the bottom as well. Cut the cheesecake into squares, rectangles, or triangles and plate it with your favorite sauces and toppings. Now you have delicious cheesecake and you didn't even need to preheat the oven.